informative and contains my opinion and understanding of the subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi, everyone. Hi. Happy Saturday. I usually don't go live on Saturdays, but since we got interrupted the other day, can you guys believe I just got my cable and electricity back last night? Crazy. So that's why I haven't been on here. But I wanted to make sure. Oh, Sarah, that's funny. When I type really fast, I miss letters. So I think I was writing emails. So the Stephan Stearns emails, I wanted to finish them up because we're almost done them. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go in and finish them up so that I feel like I could move on to the next thing, which I have to be honest. I know that not everybody's into the stuff with kids, and I get that. However, I don't know exactly what it is. I might have to reflect on it. Oh, I probably do. But for some reason, when these cases come along, they grab my interest. Part of it could be they don't have a voice, but there's other reasons too, I'm sure. But Gisela K put out this video today. It's another teacher, a female. This is happening way too much. There was one recently around here. There's always one recently, actually. And not just that, I actually had to, I'm a mandated reporter, so I had to report a couple years ago about another female teacher at Catholic school who was having S with her student. So there's a lot of reasons why I think I'm interested, but again, I apologize if other people aren't as interested in those cases, but I think that they're just as important, if not more important, because the kids don't have a voice. So let me share this screen. Anyway, Gisela K put one out today about another teacher, and it's crazy. She wrote there's people are the stupidest criminals. I can't even take it. But she wrote an entire thing in her notes section of her phone. I'm like, what an idiot. So there's all these her notes, she does self-affirmations, and I forget the boy's name, but let's just say it was Mark, since I just saw Mark the Shark. It would be someday me and Mark will be together, and meanwhile she's getting married. So let's put that out there too. And he's 16. I had to think for a second. He's 16, the boy. And yeah, I don't get it, you guys. I really don't. I don't get it. So let me put this up. Delulu, exactly, Delulu. I agree. Oh, G-Unit, loving that one. Yeah, we have to come up with a name. So we'll have to figure it out. All right, why isn't it letting, oh, here it goes. I was gonna say, why isn't it letting me share this? But it is. I just didn't click it right. So let me add this to the stage. Let me change my preset over here too to make it bigger. Oh, look, there you go. I can make myself real little. That's funny. All right, let me see if I can make that bigger too. No, that might be it. I could zoom in. Let's zoom in a little bit. And then move this over. We could do this. There we go. Let's see if that's any bigger. So where we left off was right here. So let me just make sure. Okay, you guys could see it enough, I think. All right, hopefully that's good enough. So let me go in and read some of these. Did I hear the music I sent Juice your rap into? Sarah, that was all kind. Are you messed up from last night still? You wrote, did you hear the music I sent Juice your rap into? I think I know what you meant. Did I hear the music you sent me? Are you into rap? Is that what you're trying to say? If so, I am. I'm into everything. So I listen to everything from Biggie to Frank Sinatra to Metallica and everything in between. I love music. Oh, rap intro. Who's rapping? You? Let's see what happens. All right, theoretical. Oh, is this your, oh wait, Mark the Shark. Hi, Mark the Shark. Theoretical, I tried to highlight you. There you go, welcome. I don't know if this is your first time with us, but welcome for being here. Hopefully you subscribe so that you get notifications when I go live. All right, let me start some of this. So we left off where Stephan, oh wait, we didn't read that one. So it's 7:25 right now, and let's see who this was. This is to the dad. So it says, well, way to go. That's wonderful news for you. And I'm glad to hear that your health is improving. I'm hoping mom will have similar news as well soon. How have you managed to, oh yeah, remember we talked about this? This is where we got caught off. He asked, how have you managed to lose the weight? I'm not even a child of theirs. And I can tell you that they used Ozempic. They were very clear about that. So I feel like this is just another example of how he totally does not pay attention, but yet he expects them to pay attention to him. Dad says 10,000 steps a day, 1,000 calories a day, which is not a lot of food, you guys. Net calories around 700 to 800. That's like really low. And medication. I'm down to a 32, 33 waist and medium large shirt. The meds don't give you much of an appetite. And believe it or not, so no sweet tooth. The same for mom. I just got home, so I'm going to log mom in to catch up with your emails. Then he writes, Stephan writes, that's fantastic. Unfortunately, oh, here we go. He's got to make it about him again, you guys. Unfortunately, my step count has dropped significantly because I'm a pedophile and I'm in jail. Like what? However, my calorie count is quite low. The food sucks and they don't give you enough. So it feels like you haven't eaten enough when you can, and wait, it feels like you've eaten enough even when you can eat everything on your tray, which is so rare. So not much calories going in on a daily basis, except for when I can supplement it with your commissary money. How about that? He doesn't say money, but he says with commissary items, same thing. Even then, it's only a little here and there. I will let mom get caught up and wait for your reply. So he had to drop the commissary there because let me tell you, so I have to put on my Stephan Stearns hat, right? And in this case, the dad literally just says, yeah, exactly, your money. The dad literally says to him, I'm going to let your mom get on and catch up. So I feel like that was Stephan's way of writing about commissary. He was able to slide it in that way because he knows that his mom's going to read it. And she's usually the one that makes sure he's got commissary. Mom's writing now. While she is, I'll research the commissary. Okay. So then it says, hi, Stephan. So I guess this is mom. Hi, Stephan. I'm now able to log in for messaging. The fresh meals sound like a setup. We are checking into it. The book should be trickling in, and I usually send 3 or 4. Pups are ready for outside time with the tunnel, splash mat, climbing platform, balance board, etc. Teeth are all in, so real food tomorrow and not mush. Oh, that sounds good. First bath and shave this week. You know, I love that. Seeing what is actually under the fuzz and seeing the structure. You guys, do you remember yesterday when she talks about their first cut and how it feels like she's opening a Christmas gift and then she said it's not puppy corn? Well, that's what this sounds like right about now. So it says, you know, I love that. Seeing what's actually under the fuzz, seeing the structure. That's just a weird thing to say. I've never said that about my dogs. Can you guys tell me in chat if anybody has said or thought that before? Like you couldn't wait to shave your dog to see their structure? I just want to know if maybe it's me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just the odd one. I made the appointment for their first shots, microchips, and health certificates. That makes it so real that they will be leaving the end of August. Just when they get to be great fun, they're leaving. Chris, I hate when she calls him Chris instead of dad, is looking into the commissary to order special items right now. Strange how it doesn't show up in a search. I have come to the conclusion that people are vile voyeurs. I don't know if you guys remember, but one of the things that Stephan Stearns is accused of doing, and they actually have evidence of it, so I don't even know that we have to say alleged, is on his phone, he has a video of his phone taking a video underneath the door of Jen's roommate. So I know how I always talk about projection. Okay, well, your son is the voyeur here, ma'am. Your son is the voyeur. All right, that just got me like, whew, I can't even. That was ridiculous. So wait, I don't even know where I left off. Here we go. Into their lives when they just have no connection whatsoever. Lies, conjecture, and outright insinuations about everything. It can be laughable at times. Then I find it is just sad that people are so desperate for a voice that they will inject themselves anywhere that pays all in capital letters, than to talk even if they know nothing in capital letters. Sad but true. The tricks of the world make it living Ooh, now we're tricks. Make a living from the public that is bored. Oh, and you're bored. Oh, this woman is just YouTube. I love how she writes like a capital U dash tube is a joke. You're right. YouTube is a joke. This one, not YouTube for real YouTube. So don't strike me. I'm talking about the way she wrote it. She wrote U dash tube. That is a joke because that's not real. It's YouTube. Is a joke, and so are the people who make a living from it. Okay, well, thank God I have a day job too. But even if I didn't, maybe someday it'll be amazing. But this woman thinks that everybody just quits their job and does YouTube. That's just not how it works. Sad, pathetic wannabe investigators with no life of their own. Gotta go so you can write back. Hugs, yes, mom. All right, well, somebody's a little judgy-wudgy over here. Right? He's a perv. He's nasty. Oh, Sirius Black is here. Where are you, Sirius Black? Look at you. Hey, everyone. I'm glad you're listening in. We're talking about Stephan. We're reading Stephan Stearns and his parents' emails back and forth, and it's just Norman Bates vibes. That's funny. Happy Saturday, Virginia. I'm glad that you can make it. All right, so let me get to the next one. Hi, Stephan. Chris and I, again, with Chris. Again, anybody put so far in the comments, put if it's normal, if you can. If it's normal, yes, hi, Truth. Mom has pissy in her pants over them puppies. Okay, so Truth, you tell me, because I know you love your dogs. Have you ever been like, I can't wait to shave you, Rue, so I could see your structure? Who says that? Is that normal, you guys? I don't think it is. So, and then the other thing was, I don't remember what the other thing was, but if I remember it, I'll let you know. So it says, hi, Stephan. Oh, Chris, do you guys call, if you were referring, like if you were talking to one of your parents and you were referring to the other parent, or if your parent was referring to the other parent, do they call them by their first name, or do they say like, I talked to mom earlier, or I talked to dad earlier? I don't know. Again, maybe this is just me. So hi, Stephan. Chris and I have been dieting since January. No exercise. And now you guys remember, they've been dieting since January. All of this stuff occurred in February, the end of February. So he doesn't get arrested till the end of February. So all of March, all of January and February, sorry, he was like around. He didn't leave to go see Jen and Maddie until that weekend. So this is just saying right here that he pays no attention to anything here. So no exercise for me since the indoor pool vapor incident. That sounds like fun. That was a fun day in the ER. So Chris is smaller than we were in high school. I'm down 57 pounds too. Gets easier, although we did a fish sandwich and fries splurge last night. It hit the spot. They highlighted hit, so he got flagged for that. You are in my prayers daily. Stay fit mentally and physically. It helps with the stress. I wish we could do more for you there, but there isn't a whole lot available, unfortunately. Again, getting off here. I'm reading past posts from you just for today. Hugs. Oh, that sounds like fun. So now we have from Stephan. Hey, hard to believe I'm missing an entire litter of puppies. I wish I could see them. The meals are called Fresh Favorites. Of course he knows what they're called. And they're special meals that are delivered at certain times, I guess. I saw the other pods receiving them today, and there were things like burgers, Phillies, calzones, wings, etc. Some people were getting 2 and 3 things. It was interesting. I'm not sure how it works, only that your family can order it from the commissary site. Of course they can. And I doubt it's cheap. Have you gotten any delivery confirmation for any of the books you sent? Depending on when they arrive, it could take a couple of days to finally get into your hands here. I've read through the Howling trilogy, and surprisingly, no nightmares. I wish you did. I guess reality is worse for me at this point. Wow. He says, surprisingly, no nightmares. I guess reality is worse for me at this point. This is coming from the person that authored his reality. So he should remember that. Although yesterday I did have a bad nightmare, good, and woke up lashing out at an imaginary or imagined enemy. It's been a long time since I've had a dream like that, and it was unpleasant. Got to give the tablet back. Talk to you later. So then we have Stephan. It's a shame that the other inmates are so hateful, but they are all there too. So no choir boys there. No choir boys there. They get to feel like they aren't as bad as you are, apparently. At least you got fresh air and sunshine. I hope you get to do more of that often. Sometimes you just need that little bit of change, Mom. All right, so you guys, real quick. Ew. Okay, so she's like, not ew, but like really, she always comes up with like an excuse. So she's saying that the other inmates are mean to him and that he gives them a reason to feel less of a predator, like them to feel less of predators because Stephan's is worse. Again, you did this, man, or your son did this, man. So let's see, what were you awaiting feedback for? I don't know exactly what you're awaiting feedback for. Maybe I have to go further. I don't know. Let me see. What did I miss? Did I miss anything? Hi, Sarah. Hi, Truth. I think I got everybody in here. Virginia, I said hi to you. I just want to make sure. Oh, Tisa. Hi, Tisa Day. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. We're reading Stephan Stern stuff, and I'm like giving my the hidden true crime interview with Stephan Stern's parents is so interesting. I'm so glad you said that, Tisa, because in that video, that was right around the time, this was right around this time, actually. So if you look back, I believe the hidden true crime interview was around July or August of last summer. These emails are from July. So it's interesting to see where his parents' head is and then to see the change that was made when they went on to hidden true crime. I wonder if Dr. John help them like come to terms. I don't know, but I feel like once they get on hidden true crime, they admit that it could have just been Stephan. So I don't know. You think, oh, true. She has been breeding dogs since he was little. I have to be honest, you guys. And what type of dog is she shaving? They are poodles. They're poodles. So, oh, Mark, thank you. That was so kind of you. He gifted a membership. If you got that membership, please say thank you to Mark. I appreciate that more than you guys imagine. I don't want to cry today. Okay. Oh, look, Virginia got it. Welcome, Virginia. I'm so excited. Dinah's here too. Hi, Dinah. Sarah, what's happening? Thank you, Sarah. You guys make my whole everything right now. I can't even. You guys are so good to me. Okay. Yeah. I wonder what type of breed. Oh, they're poodles. Hi to everyone here. Hi, Dinah. I'm so excited you guys are here. So, oh, what the hell is this, Sarah? Thank you, Sarah. Feedback about strategic, fool. So, listen here, lady. So, Sarah, you guys went on strategic. It was about 7 months ago, I think it was. And, well, here, let me keep you up here for a minute. And she's on the phone, so it's not like a video, although I was trying to see what she looked like, but I was let down because it's just a video. I mean, an audio. I'm just kidding, Sarah. But she's on the audio and she does a breakdown about this case. And Sarah is a behavior analyst and she does a really, really good job. So I would say that anybody that wants to look into this case more, that Sarah does an amazing job over at Strategic Eyes, which is a great show. So please go over and, do all the things over there. You did a great job. You really did. Like I said, there was only one thing that I disagreed with, and you're not a doctor, so you shouldn't even, you know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I think you did a great job. The only thing I disagreed was, and again, you probably have changed your mind since then. That was 7 months ago. But you saw narcissism in Jen. I see borderline personality disorder, which is often the result of a narcissistic parent. In this case, I think it's her mom. All right. So I'm going to go back to reading some of these, but you did a fabulous job. You got an A. So be on the lookout for a double cheeseburger, soda pop. Who calls it soda pop? I say soda. Soda pop, tater tots, and cookies. I believe Thursday. Stuff to order are cheeseburgers, double and triple. Okay. Boneless wings, cheesesteaks, and cheesesteaks with boneless wings, a triple bacon cheeseburger, buffalo chicken sandwich, pizza, or combo with pizza and calzone. Mix up on the order of books. Reordering and sending will let you know when they're due to arrive. And then Stephan says, hey, I got The tablet. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for books soon, hopefully. Wow. Okay, the food sounds good and I'll look forward to it. The cheesesteak and wings sounds interesting. So does the pizza calzone combo. I will look forward to the double cheeseburger and tots now on Thursday. Can't wait for it to get here fast enough. That's going to keep me in anticipation all week. Yes, it was nice to feel the wind on my face and the sun on my skin after nearly 5 months without it. But the novelty wore off when I became the object of everyone's interest. So unless they can let me go when others are not out there, I'm not sure I think it's worth it. Still trying to stay active in my cell, doing push-ups, squats. I'm even using some stacks of legal documents. Well, there you go. To do some arm curls, bundling them up in my tail to lift them together. With over 2,000 pages, it's a good weight for the purpose. You guys, he can't tie the tail together. So I'm assuming like one little slip of the finger, what happens? All 2,000 pages just go. If I was his lawyer, I would be pissed as shit. And I'd be like, put your pages down. Like if I need you to reference like page 1,274, I need you to get to it, not look for it all over the floor. So I'd be a little annoyed about that. It's a good weight for the purpose. I'm going in cycles of hopelessness and depression. I think that's the point. I just want to come home. I bet you do. And I want to crawl into a hole and disappear from the world. So do we. We want you to do that too. And never come out again at this point. I'm trying to keep my mind occupied, but it's difficult sometimes. And my mind gets so racy. How are you both? How are the pups? Have they started their new food yet? Meanwhile, you guys, without even finding out from Deborah if they had their new food yet, she literally says it in like 2 or 3 of the emails that tomorrow is the day they get off of mom's milk or tomorrow is the day they get off of mush. And he's like, do they get to? So like, is he even reading the emails all the way through or is he just skimming for the word commissary? I'm not sure. Hey, Steph. I love when they call him Steph. Hey, Steph. Books ordered and should arrive intermittently. Why do they use such big words? Like, they'll be there soon. I don't know. When you get them, let me know so I can check them off. She's like, they should arrive intermittently. The pups are now, oh, here we go again. What is this? Ciraptors. I couldn't get that out, you guys. I could read it in my head, but I couldn't say it. Full mouths full of needle-sharp teeth. Those teeth are being put to use, eating solid food that they love it. Garen graduated from the small flying saucer dish to a big one. Woohoo! This weekend is their first baths and shaves. I thought they already did this. Yesterday was a great day. For some reason, I woke up full of energy and went for about 6 hours straight, getting the pen clean, pads washed, and put the potty box in there. You guys, really? 6 hours is like my warm-up. I literally, that's just me though. That's actually not normal. So let me digress. I'm not normal. She probably is. So she goes 6 hours straight without a break. So breaking out the tunnel, wobble board, climbing platform, splash pad, and baby slide to get the outside playpen set up. Can't wait to see them playing. Lots of thunderstorms here lately. I don't know if they are having them there. One of the books I ordered for you looks so good. I got a copy of it for myself too. Uh-oh, he's going to be pissed. He does not like when she goes off of his book list. The prices of these special meals is really high. They should be Wagyu beef burgers for the price. So this was funny. I know most of you know what Wagyu is, but I've actually heard a few content creators that weren't sure, and I've never had it, so I'm not anybody fancy. But my daughter got to try it. Her and her boyfriend's dad has money, so they get to eat like that sometimes, which I have to be honest with you guys. My husband and I think it's because we grew up in inner city Philadelphia. We didn't really have the opportunity to eat like seafood and Wagyu and you know what I mean? Like all these fancy things. So now it's funny because both of my daughters, when we go out, I'll order like mussels and all this stuff. And my husband and I are like, can we have chicken fingers and French fries? I have the palate of a 6-year-old. I really do. It's terrible. I like cheese fries too. And like some fruit. I like fruit and vegetables, but not like, I don't know. I just never got into seafood and all. And I probably would like it if I were to try it, but I just haven't really thought about it much. I think I see them eating mussels and I'm like, bleh. Okay. Let's get back to Wagyu burgers for the price. They're monitoring your blood pressure or just giving you pills without knowing how it's working for you. Were you able to order any of the sour Jolly Rancher candies? Oh, because his teeth need more sugar. Lynn, John, and Kazi are coming for a visit next week. That should be a lot of fun. You know how Kazi likes to play. Wondering if Olive will recognize him as a sibling. I don't think Stella was born the last time they were here, and Lacey was just a pup and played with Quinn and in her litter mate. Oh, that's interesting. So somebody who's already gotten a dog from them before is coming back for another dog, and because they're all of the same litter, they're technically siblings, which I have to be honest with you, I don't think that I could breed dogs. And this is going to sound so ridiculous. You guys are going to get a glimpse into my thought process and my heart. I am so empathetic that it would break my heart to split the dogs up because they're family, that I would wind up having like all of the dogs. And I'd be like, oh, great. Now I'm just the dog owner of like however many are in the litter. So that would be my issue. But with that being said, I rescued both of my dogs. But with that being said, but I'm not judging if you didn't. Stella was born the last time, Quinn in her litter. Okay, so having pups of her own here, we thought it better just to have the one outside dog here. With Lynn's celiac disease, she absolutely must travel with at least Kazi. He checks everything she eats, even doorknobs for any hint of gluten. Get out. That's pretty amazing, right, you guys? I'm so glad I was able to work with them and with their trainer, learning to identify a pup with an ability to seek gluten for her service dog. Now have 2 gluten detection pups out there working, 2 for PTSD victims, 1 who monitors heart rhythm, and 1 ESA. I should get off here and hope you get to read this. Love you always, Mom. All right, you guys. So Deborah scores points here, right? So I guess when you're looking at having a litter so that you could do something like train 2 dogs to be service dog for PTSD victims or gluten, right? So I actually give her credit for that. I'll read one more and then I'll look over to chat because I don't want people to like get mad at me that I keep going back and forth. You guys would be surprised at how much like people think that they're the only one that's on the live. Anyway, hey, which book did you order? And just so you know, I try to accommodate everybody, but it's like impossible. Hey, which book did you order a copy of for yourself? Oh, you guys, I knew it. If you don't mind giving the surprise away on that one. So this is the thing, you guys. I bet you $10 he's about to bitch about her going off of the list. Yes, I imagine these meals would not be cheap. Jail and prison is apparently big business. And the laws getting passed all the time keep business booming. I've heard that there are quite a few lawmakers and politicians who even have investments in the commissary company. They don't monitor my blood pressure as much anymore. It seems to have gotten under control as I was steadily good. So now I just get the meds in the usual 10 milligram per day, 2 5 milligram pills. I'm sure we get storms here, but I can't always tell it's raining unless the thunder is loud enough. Glad you seem to have more energy. Sounds like you got a lot done. I wish I could see the pups playing. I will wait for you to write back. Love you. It's so funny how you miss what you didn't have, right? I mean, you miss what you had. If you guys remember when he was in the car going to the prison, there's a video of him talking to, and even when they were interviewing him. Oh my God, you're too funny. That's funny. But even in the thing, so he talks and says like about how he like bitches about the dogs. He's like, I'm just in a house with a bunch of old people that are doing end of life things. I'm like, wait, what? Like your parents are not that old. What are you talking about? But he tells like the cops that they're doing end of life plans, and the cops like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And I'm like, no, they're not. This is ridiculous. Okay, I don't know what we're encouraging or not encouraging here, but hopefully you guys have it under control. Also is implying that he can get Wagyu beef in jail, right? She's ridiculous, this one over here. I know she's being like sarcastic a little bit too, but, and I guess she's saying because it's so expensive. I am furious. I am the only one. What are you furious about? What did I miss? Oh, thank you, Virginia. You're the best. No way, Truth. Shut up. Is that how much it is? Truth says, oh my gosh, she probably gets no less than 10,000 per dog. Could you guys imagine how many come in a litter? I don't mean that like that. That didn't sound right. I didn't mean it like that. Let me walk that back. How many is the average? How many pups are average for a litter? That is a lot of money, right? So that's why I guess she says that, we're borrowing money while we can. And then we're hoping to get, the dog sold by September. So I guess that's what she means, so that she could pay off whatever she borrows. At least I hope that's what she means. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? Service dogs for up to 50. Shut the hell up. Oh, you guys, bye. I'm leaving YouTube. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I said a bye. I'm leaving YouTube, like as if it's easy to just train a service dog. So they are pimps. You're funny, Sarah. All right, so let me go back. Oh, really? So service dog. So there's about 5 to 7, they said, per litter. Wow. Okay. That's a lot of money if you do the math, right? I wonder how many, is it every year you do a litter? Is it like every few years? I wonder how all that works. I'm going to have to look it up. So then we have Breakthrough. I think it is a book. Oh, wait till you hear this. I think it's a book. I didn't read this right now. I'm just saying I already know what's happening. I feel like I could see right through this. So I think the book is a lot like the movie Day of the Dolphin. Oh, he is not going to like this, you guys. That's all I'll say. I hope we both like it. I'm sure there's a lot of people involved in keeping the prison system under their control and in their pockets. Sad. Even in such a place, there is horrible corruption. Look what they did with our text messages. Turn them over to the public. You guys, there's nothing illegal about what they did. They did turn the text messages over to the public, but that's because of the Freedom of Information Act. It's our country. We have freedoms here, right? And laws. So that it was the law. This is the thing. If you live in Florida, don't do anything wrong, because they give us everything. Everything from the body cam videos to your jail calls to your jail emails, everything gets put out there through Freedom of Information Act. So this is not a corrupt jail system that she's speaking of right here. So keep that in mind. When they say stuff in here, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's real. They turn them over to the public. People are just so bored that they have nothing better to do than scan daily for new updates. Here, we refuse to talk to them, so they make stuff up. Now, this is funny that she says this, right? Because this is the 26th of July, and we know that they go on Hidden True Crime, either the end of July or August, I think it was. So, because I can remember, I believe, being down the shore and watching it. So that it had to be like August-ish. So that's just interesting that she changes her mind within days or weeks. Certainly not in a place of light. They're in dark shadows in their minds to even think such things. Huh? Oh, she says that we make stuff up. I'm like, what the hell did that have to do with anything? Okay, I feel sorry for them. Don't feel sorry for me, Deborah. And pray for them. Thank you. To find peace in their own lives and stay out of ours. Sorry, when your son victimizes a child and her family, like her mom isn't out there doing this right now, somebody needs to bring light to it and to hold him accountable. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let Deborah Stearns tell me any other way. How about that one? Okay, so looking forward to that. Oh, she's looking forward to Yellowstone. Sorry. If I'd kept the black puppy boy, he'd be named Rip, LOL. I bet there are a lot of Rip and Casey's out there already. Wish I knew where Sailor is and if he is okay. You guys, so Sailor, I believe, is Jen's dog. Tell me if I'm wrong, if anybody knows. But I believe Jen got her dog from Deborah. So there's that. If Jen, oh, here he goes. It's redacted. It is Jen. So if Jen has him, I hope he's helping her cope. I'm being called for dinner, so I'll sign off. Love you, Mom. I love that the dad cooks sometimes. Being the mom and having to figure out, I shouldn't say that, because I know that we have Brad on here and he's a single dad. So there's no mom that's saying, what are we eating for dinner? So I know there are you dads out there too. But when I don't know, maybe it's just my Italian heritage. It's like we're supposed to be like, what are we eating tonight? And who gives a shit? I want somebody to ask me, like, I want for dinner for us. Okay, so to answer your question about the sour fruit candy, I've not been able to get that yet. I always try and add a bag to my order just in case it comes through, but no luck so far. The book sounds interesting. I suppose we will see and maybe share some notes about it. I wonder about Sailor too. I really hope he's okay. I miss him and hope he's still with Jen. I know he is good at sensing when she needs love. Oh, and lavishes her with cuddles and kisses all over her face. Ugh. I know he misses his other humans, but if he has her and she has him, I know that he is at least in a good place where he is loved and needed. So I hope he is with her. Yes. Oh, that was at least like, something nice that he said. Yes, some people can't resist sticking their noses into affairs that have nothing to do with them. You did that, Stephan. There are people in this world that just love minding everyone else's business and make themselves feel bigger and more important by doing so. Listen here, Stephan. Don't be so, like, you're not that important. I have a doctorate degree. I don't need your case to elevate me. So have a seat, buddy. Not much to do with shake your head and pity them. Please don't pity me. What's for dinner tonight? Oh, I hope they tell him all kinds of stuffs for dinner. Hey, Steph, it's Dad. I was too busy cooking dinner earlier. Dinner was hamburgers and Mexican cornbread postponed from the other night. It's gotten to the point where I can't eat, where we can't each eat a burger, so we split one. Oh, that sounds like fun. And save the other for later. For dessert, I made banana pudding. Your mother has been on a banana pudding kick lately. Just sampling the leftover pudding. I can tell that I'm not going to be able to eat that much of it. It's too sweet. But we'll see. Neither one of us has had much of an appetite these days. Portions are smaller, so is the food bill. Oh, that means they have more money for commissary, you guys. I have to scale back the meat purchases. There you go. That's like the most expensive purchases, right? So Stephan is probably getting elated right now reading this. Publix is good about splitting packages. Get out. Mom says 5 books should be arriving Monday. Let us know if and when they arrive. You guys, books aren't that cheap. Like, I'm not saying that they're expensive, per se, but I know that he can't have hard copy books, so they're all paperback books. But I believe in the one, the mom was talking about how she ordered him 5 books and it cost her like $70. So, and that's not cheap because he wants books all the time. I don't get it. They're like, I don't know. I don't know if they do they even realize how much they're enabling him? They have to. Hey, banana pudding sounds divine to me. I will keep an eye out for the books. They may not get into my hands for a day or two after delivery, but I will do my best to let you know when they arrive. Well, I suppose that's a good thing about decreased appetites and decreased food bill. That means more commissary. He's all excited. Myself, I'm not sure a decreased appetite would be an issue for me. I feel like I could demolish an entire large pizza to myself and potentially eat the cardboard box too. That's actually funny. I've been craving pizza for quite a while and have often thought about melty, cheesy slices of pepperoni pizza, breadsticks, marinara sauce. It's torture to think about it, but I can't help it. Thinking of all the foods I miss: steak, chicken, cheesesteaks, pizza, crab legs, or lobster tails, and a sack full of White Castles. Isn't it funny here, you guys? He talks about cheesesteak, like a lot of these things were the things that are in those meals. So it's almost like when the dad sees the meals, he'll be like, oh, pizza. Stephan was just saying he misses pizza. Mom, squash and onions. What does that taste like? Steamed veggies with lemon juice and butter, sauteed chicken with cayenne pepper. My mouth waters to think of it all. I wish I could cook my favorites as well, and I wish I could experiment with new recipes and test them out on you both. Again, tone deaf. The dad in the past and the mom in the past few emails is telling him that they cut down on their bill, that they don't have much of an appetite, that it doesn't make them hungry. And he's like, I wish I could try all these recipes out on you. Like, you're tone deaf, Stephan. So then we have, I didn't reply to the other. Oh, here we go. Okay. I didn't reply to the other about the books. We'll see. 2 of the ones coming are not from an author you know. I hope I didn't screw up and get those out of sequence, but I think you'll enjoy them. I don't think I ever saw a paperback that was $18. I hope they are good. There are 2 or 3 more in the series. Just let me know if you like these first. What do you do for hygiene items? Absolutely nothing. He does nothing. He doesn't shower. We saw the records. Okay. Shampoo, soap, toothpaste. How do you shave? He doesn't. He'll talk about how he has hair going in his mouth. Blech. I'm pretty sure you can't have razors, or can you have an electric razor, or just going to grow the beard until you look like a member of ZZ Top. That's funny. I've also heard YouTubers that didn't know who ZZ Top was. I was like, I feel so old. Hoping we find out more that we don't know about jail prison system. Seems like they should put out an information booklet for families. Love you. Big hugs. I don't think so. I don't think that there should be a booklet because I don't think that your goal should be in jail, right? And I'm sure they do have a booklet of some sort. It's probably online where everything else is. Okay. I'll see if the books are good and let you know. I don't know what series you're referring to, so don't know yet if they're out of sequence or not, but I will certainly let you know. Hygiene items are a mixed thing. I get soap and toothpaste from the guards, but the toothpaste is not very good. Better to buy it from commissary. So you're going to have to put more money in, is what he's saying. I still have my toothbrush that I had ordered. Okay, you guys. So now we're talking July. He's been there since February. I know you might want to, especially like in jail, just leave. Like, I don't know if they have like toothbrush holders, or covers. I don't know, but he might want to get new one of them too. I can get deodorant from the guards, and shampoo is available sometimes, but not always, it seems. So it's safer to buy that from commissary too, which I did. I ordered dandruff shampoo, and I think we did see that on the prison records. As far as razors go, you can use them under supervision, I believe, but I believe, you guys, which means that he hasn't done it yet. Imagine what his beard must look like. But I haven't been shaving. I got my beard trimmed with clippers when I got a haircut, but I'm long overdue for another. I'm going to ask this weekend and hope the barber can come down to see me. My beard is getting out of control at this point, and I'd rather not be chewing on my mustache when the burger arrives, you know? I have to get myself together. That was gross. Blech. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I can't. Chewing on his mustache. Blech. Okay, nail clippers are available to use upon request and returned when you are done. So I try to keep my nails trimmed as far as possible. Wait a minute, you guys. So do you have your own nail clippers? They don't like use them with other people, do they? Because it says returned when done. Or are they just returning them so they could store them, I'm hoping. Still working on getting a pillow. 5 months of using my shoes for a pillow has been hard on my neck and back, and these bed mats are rough on the knees and hips. Oh, I'm not even going to say nothing. You can't lay on one side for too long and have to roll over often, or your hips start to hurt very badly because they sink right through the rest of the hard surface underneath. Stephan, you're in jail. Jail. That's what it's not supposed to be fun. What kind of oh my God, wait, who's talking? Oh, it just says Chris. So I don't know if it's the mom or the dad. I guess we're about to find out. What kind of lunacy is that? Not even a freaking pillow. It's jail, not Helga's house of pain. Oh, it has to be the mom. Then again, not supposed to be a place most people would want to visit for a lengthy period of time. That is true. The 2 books out of 4 are by Michael Grumley. Leap and Catalyst, Breakthrough are on their way. Okay, Breakthrough is number 1. Leap is number 2. Catalyst number 3. I will order that right now so you can get it right. Ripple is 4, Mosaic is 5, and Echo is 6. That is the series. Lacey is yodeling to go outside. They all ate. Puppies ate earlier. I can't even imagine the boredom you are living 24/7. This is the thing, you guys. I don't think he's bored 24/7. I really don't see, other than, of course, the obvious, his abuse of Maddie. I'm not really sure what he does that's different here. Like, if you guys remember on the Hidden True Crime interview, the mom and dad said that he would stay in the room all day. He would sleep all day and be awake all night. So I'm not exactly sure what's really different here, right? So I never would have imagined this scenario with you. It's just heartbreaking for us that you put yourself in this situation. I won't chastise you, although she should. You are doing enough yourself. No, he's not. Stay in. He's not upset that he did this. He's upset that he got caught. I don't understand why she doesn't see that. I don't know. Stay in prayer, because he doesn't believe in God. Read your Bible and understand that no matter the crime, you can and will be forgiven by God, if and only if you ask for forgiveness and repent. I know you are sorry. We are all sorry. And appalled that this happened. I know it causes you so much anguish too. Just know that we are here for you no matter what. You are still our child, and I don't care what other people think at this point. They don't really know anything about you except what the liars and blowhards put out on the media and social networks. Yeah, okay. It is sad and sickening. Yeah, it is sad and sickening. The things that Stephan did, the things that they find to be interesting. Gotta let them out. Love you always, Mom. You guys, this is so annoying right here. So, however, I will say, I do remember, I have like the best memory, you guys. So watch what you guys say to me because I never forget things. Like if people around me want to know something from any time, they just ask me and I remember. So with that being said, I remember the interview with Hidden True Crime, and the mom says during that interview, he's my son and it's not anybody's business if I want to buy books for him or whatever. So she kind of says the exact same thing that she says here in the interview, which is good because we're seeing consistency. All right, let's see. I have to start hurrying it up. I have a birthday party. So inmates do get pillows, but since I started out on this watch, so unaliving watch, and spent months on self-harm, there you go, so self-harm observation, there are many things that I did get that normal inmates do, that he didn't get, that normal inmates do. So I've been working on getting all of those things. You have to remember, I started here with nothing, no blankets or clothes, only a Velcro smock that did not keep you warm in a cell with glass front like a fish, and had to slowly earn everything bit by bit: clothes and blankets, shoes, writing materials, books, phone calls, commissary. Oh, there goes that commissary. Even soap to keep in my cell so that I can wash my hands after using the restroom or before meals, cup and spoon. All of it had to be gained bit by bit over a period of weeks and months. And now that I'm off of self-harm, I'm just trying to catch up on the rest of the things I should have. But that is a slow process. You can't nag the guards too much. So I pick and choose what I ask for and when, so that I don't hassle them too much. They honestly take a lot of crap from inmates all day, and I don't want to pile onto it if I can help it. There are some good employees here, despite the issues I've had with some. Many of them are quite professional, and so I try to avoid giving them a hard time. Anyway, right back soon. I will log off for tonight, I think. The tablet is getting low, and the system will be shutting down at 10 as well. I love you both, and we'll try to get the tablet again this weekend if I can. Hugs and kisses. Give the pup some pets and love for me too. All right, I'm going to read one more before I go over and see what you guys are saying. And then he also says, sleep well if you can. I'm sure you are right. And there are some caring people in there. Decent and good. I'm glad you are getting things back. Every step forward is good. I know that, oh, maybe this is his mom. Oh, yeah, it was just a little one. I know the time is up for tonight. This weekend is bath and shave for the pups. Fun. Love. Hugs the mom. Does she do this every week, or is this like still the first time? I'm so confused. So then it says, I'll try. This is Stephan. I'll try to sleep as well as I can. But look, he has 2 minutes left. But it's rarely good night's sleep. Anyway, I'm off. I will look forward to the books when they arrive. Don't forget to try to stick to my wish list as well. See, there you go. There are a lot of great books on that list that I still want too. Enjoy the big reveal with the pups. I know how exciting that is for you, and I wish I could share in that moment. I just live vicariously through your description. Good night, and I love you both. So you guys, right here, he pretty much just tells his mom, right? Don't give me anything that you think I'm going to like. You obviously don't know what I like, so just get or I'm selfish. I should say that. Stephan's selfish, and he wants what he wants, and that's it. So mom, don't go off on a tangent and get what you want. Hey, I've had the tablet for now. So now we're on the 27th at, what time is this, just out of curiosity? 2:11 p.m., so it's the next day. Hey, I have the tablet for now. How's your afternoon going? I'm fighting the monotony of the day-to-day here. Rereading through Congo. Almost finished. Trying to decide what to reread next. So in other words, bring me more books or send me more books because I'm out of them. Is today the day that the puppies get their wash and clip? Blech. I wonder if there's a way to send me a picture of that on here. It is working going well, because I need to know if I could ask you for commissary. You said things are improving, so I assume things are going well there. I slept through most of the morning, turned down breakfast just so I could sleep and not have to get up to deal with the tray. That's like ridiculous, you guys. If I were his parents, that would piss me off. Oh, look, I came over and see this. What's happening? All in for you dreaming big. You will have support. Thank you for inspiring us and teaching us, sharing your wealth of experience. We are fortunate. Sarah, you are so wonderful. Thank you for saying that. You guys have no idea. I really do appreciate that. Oh, and then we have another one over here. Oh, he is nasty, isn't he? He's so nasty. I definitely agree with that. Hopefully I didn't miss too much. I'll have to go back and look through this. I saw Jamie somewhere, but I don't know where it just was. Oh, Jamie can't handle it. I don't know what I can handle, but you're probably right, whatever it is. Okay, let's see what Look a Squirrel has to say. Oh yeah, the mind's behind true crime. Okay, I wanted to ask you about emotional incest because it's making its way around the YouTube streets, and that is what's going on here. So you mean like enmeshment? So emotional incest, I guess in the psychology world, we would call this enmeshment. And that's like where one person stops. It's like a blurred line of where one person starts and the other person stops. We see it often in like eating disorders. Eating disorders are a familial disorder. It's a disorder of control, and everybody in the family plays a part, even if they don't think that they do. One of the things that we often see is that the person with the eating disorder has an enmeshment with one of the parents. It's often mom and daughter. But let me give you an example. Let's say your daughter's 18 and you have other kids all different ages from like 5 to 25, whatever, and you're all going out to dinner and the waiter asks everybody what they want to drink. When they get to you, you could be 18 years old. You'll look at your mom and then, say like, I'll have water, or your mom will say she'll have water. That's enmeshment, right? So it's like, you don't know, you shouldn't be social referencing your parent at that age. So it's totally normal. Now, if you have a child that maybe is autistic or developmentally delayed, then that's different. But if we're talking about the average child by 18 years old, hopefully, if they do need your advice, obviously they should call you, right? But if they're right there and it's something like, what do you want to drink? I don't know that that requires looking at mom. So when it comes to emotional incest, I see more narcissistic abuse from his mom, if I'm being honest. And again, this is just my opinion based on the things that I've seen so far. He even alludes to it at some point, and so does one of his friends in the interview, that the mom was like very hard. She even says in the Hidden True Crime thing that she was loud. But what does that mean, right? So who knows? I don't know how far that went. I don't know. Again, I think it's enmeshment. So I hope that answered your question. Oh, look, a squirrel. Hopefully you can let me know. So then we have, oh my God, motorboat, stop. I can't. Have a seat, buddy. I agree. All right, here we go. They aren't cheap, not a clue. Binge and purge. They have books in jail. He needs to learn to read what they have available. Susie Q, thank you for coming. I agree with you, right? So isn't that part of like jail is not having the freedom to just have your mom buy you 5 or 6 books? But then again, I'd also try to look at it and I'm like, for the guard's sakes, like I guess it gives the inmates something to do so that that's less time that they're, or less that they could be, shit they could be giving the guard. So I wonder how much of it is strategy, but I do agree with you. Like he should be, limited to a certain amount of books and he can read. Now, I will say this, Susie Q. I wonder, after he reads these books, what happens to the books? Does he keep them in his cell? Now, if he was like donating the books, which I doubt he is, because he said, I wonder which book I'm going to reread next. So that means he has all of his books. But if he were to like donate his books to the jail, okay, fine. Mom keeps sending them. You know what I mean? Because they're getting donated to the jail. But it doesn't seem like he's giving them up. All right. So over here we have what's said is that a little birdie told me that when he goes to prison, he'll have to leave all those books in jail. They don't travel with stuff. Okay. So they're going to wind up getting donated to the jail, whether he wants them to or not. That's funny. What am I sitting on? I don't know what I missed. Hopefully it wasn't anything big. Oh, so you guys, I do know. So this was about I've never heard of insurance covering the cost of service animal. I do know in general, I don't know about a service animal specifically. Oh, Deb's here somewhere. Hi, Deb. But I do know that like Care Credit, I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's like a credit card for medical. I believe you can get your animals on Care Credit. At least here you can. So let's see. I want someone to slip and say why the big brother left. Yes, but he changed his name when this happened and made it clear that he wants nothing to do with it. So I have to, right. So you have to be an adult and respect his privacy. I feel the same way, Lucas girl. From what I got, what Stephan wrote to his dad the one day was, he's like, I remember when my brother was there and he would run away all the time. So I'm like, the brother was running away? Like what? But I do know that the older brother, so just in case anybody isn't familiar, there is an older half brother. So it's not step, it's a half brother. So it's the mom's son from another marriage or relationship, whatever. But he is a little bit older than Stephan. So he eventually goes into the military and leaves. And I do know that his mom, I don't know if it was on Hidden True Crime or another interview, because they did a few of them. But I know that the mom said that her other son did well for himself. And him and his friends did well for himself. And that Stephan's friends were losers. So again, it was her way of blaming somebody else. Like Stephan hung out with the wrong crowd. Not that Stephan was the wrong one, you know. Let's see. Service dogs aren't covered by insurance. You have to do fundraisers and pay up front. So there you go. So for a service dog, I think what I was thinking of is like if you have to take your dog to the vet or something and you don't have the money, you can use something called Care Credit Card. All right, let's see. We looked for one for my dog. $25,000 for a service dog. Oh yeah, I guess Sarah was saying they could be up to 50. That is, oh my God. Couldn't we couldn't somebody get like or does it have to be like raised from the very beginning to be a service dog? Or can you, like, not for nothing, but Thor over here, I would consider him my service dog. He literally is like a lifeline to me. Now, he's not trained to do anything special except for just get on my nerves sometimes. And like, he literally sits on my lap. He's like taller than me. But I don't know. So let's see. Looked into one for kiddos. Wow. $50K. You guys, that is so much money. Yes, Mark, any dollar that I get from this is going into my laptop that could fund. My laptop, you guys, is literally like, it screams every time I use it. Like, stop using me. All right, let's see. He has a good life in the military from what I hear. I agree. Oh yeah, I would never do a GoFundMe for that. That's, for me, that's more like if like, you know, like the Decker kids, like that type of thing is what, for me at least. But anybody that shares on here, maybe I'll make a Venmo, because I know a lot of people were like, I want to give a super thanks or whatever, but I don't want YouTube to take so much from it or whatever. So maybe I'll come up with something like that. But other than that, I don't want to be, I don't know. Just not yet. I don't know. I'm not into it yet. I'm still getting used to this whole thing. I feel awkward when you guys like buy a membership for, not awkward. I feel like I don't know how to act type thing. So I have to like go slow. I have ADHD and probably a little bit of autism. So I need to take it slow. Given that I'm currently trying to find grants. Oh, I forgot about grants. To get a PC that will handle a business I'm starting, I can assure you that Dr. V's needs every dime. Oh my God, aren't they so expensive? I had to get one for my daughter and I was like, oh my God. And then the other one wanted one and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to like take out a loan for this. It was crazy. I got them, thank God, but I had to save for it for a long time. Yes, I know YouTube takes 30%. I agree with you. That is crazy. I know Patreon. I have a Patreon, not that I like use it for anything yet. I got it a long time ago because I get Paula Mooney's. That's how I got this right here. It says Plunder True Crime. So I'm on there so I could get all these documents and stuff. So I was reading something the other day and they said that if I like make it known that like I'm a creator on there, that the prices will stay the same, but in a month they're going to where they're going to take 10%. But even at 10%, that's not as bad, right? Like they have to make money somehow. So I don't know. All right, so let me see. Geez, my son had to serve 30 days for a DUI years back, and I still talk to him, but I refuse to put money on his books for extra for commissary or anything. Told him he'd survive. Susie Q, and I guarantee you, you just said that that was years ago. So I'm sure that you taught him more by letting him suffer than by just making it like, you know, comfortable for him. Like, what's the point of that, right? So let's see. Dr. Vona, remember this. I love you guys. You guys are great. Let's see what else I have here. The hidden true crime interview with Stephan Stern's parents took place on September 21st. See, I was pretty close, Tisa, right? I said August. Not bad. Pretty close. And guess what? So September 21st, that's like the end of the summer. So I still think I watched it down the shore. That's so funny. So emotional incest. Whoa, that is a heavy term. But again, you have to remember, you guys, that there's social terms and then there's medical terms. So it means that you have and instill fear of speaking to your child. That would be the opposite of enmeshment. Enmeshment is when you speak for your child. So there's no fear. This is more of we see this with narcissistic parents a lot. I know Sarah shared out there that she too has had a narcissistic parent. I wonder if you experienced enmeshment. So we see that sometimes in that situation. This would be the opposite of. So they fear. So that means that you've instilled fear of speaking in your child. So that would mean that they would have instilled a fear of speaking on Stephan's part. I just want to make sure that I'm getting that right. And I don't think, how do I spell enmeshment? It begins with an E. I thought somebody wrote. Oh yeah, they did. Sarah wrote it. Here it goes. Here's enmeshment. There you go. So I don't know if that's what you're talking about. So it makes sense to me. I never heard of emotional incest. So yeah, enmeshment makes sense. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly which one you're talking about. I don't think that he was scared to talk to people, because if you guys remember, he had that account Sustenance or whatever on Reddit, and he wanted to tell everybody his opinions about things. Personally, I see the parents knowing exactly what Stephan Stern's is, a sociopath. Again, here we go again. So we have social terms and then medical terms. So sociopath would be the social term. The medical term would be antisocial personality disorder. That's probably the same thing with emotional incest as a social term, and enmeshment is probably the medical term that people are looking for. And Stephan Stern's knowing exactly how to manipulate them 100%, but they let him for some reason and play right along with it. Just don't know why. So let me tell you why. By playing along with it and making him comfortable, it gives them less that they have to deal with there, which gave them more time to deal with their own issues. I think mom and dad had their own issues over the years, and and also he's their only child. It's the dad's only child. So I wonder if that played into it at all. The dad seems to be gone a lot during his childhood. So we have to keep that in mind as well. Yeah, you can get a pound puppy and train them yourself. Exactly. But when it gets into really specific, yes, that's different. So I guess if you're trying to get gluten dog, you have to get, the $20,000 dog. But if you're looking for a dog for companion, my Thor is the best. Allie, you're the best too. Allie's looking at me with a side eye bitch, why aren't you talking about me? My dog is my bone. She lays all over my body, elbows, heart, head. That's so funny. That's so cute. Is it a little dog? My dog can't do that or I'll suffocate. He's huge. Oh, Maya wants to sleep in the bed too, but he is the size of a human. I feel like he needs his own posturepedic bed. He's that big. So I usually wind up being come on, Thor, don't you want to go in your bed? And then I'll jump down and then I feel bad. We appreciate you. We wouldn't do this if we didn't want to. Oh, I love you guys. I love you guys. In my personal life, just on your shorts alone. I really appreciate you guys. All right. Oh, Sarah, thank you. I've learned more in the past week than the whole year combined prior to watching all of your videos. You inspire and blow me away. Sarah, ditto. I feel the same way about you. If you guys don't know, Sarah, can you drop your, I don't know if you can, hopefully you can, but if you can drop a link to your blog. If not, I'll make sure that we get the link and I'll put it in the description box. You guys, Sarah has an entire blog. I don't know how Sarah has all this stuff to say because it's a lot. Wait till you guys see how much she has written on. She is a fabulous writer. She's great at doing analytics when it comes to behavior analytics. And I think everybody should go support her over at her blog. Mark, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then let's see. Yes, go team. Okay. And then we have, thank you. Thank you. You guys, I don't even know how to act. Woohoo, teamwork makes the dream work. Isn't that the truth? Okay, so let me get back real quick to these because I don't want to run out of time. I have to go to my nephew's graduation. So let's see. Hey, I just saw this. Sorry about that. I could have responded sooner. I thought I had an alert set up. I just ungrabbed the new iOS beta. Oh, now the dad's going to get into technology. Watch. I may need to tweak it. Every day is improving, but a long way off from where it needs to be. But I'm optimistic it will be back to normal by the end of August. It's been a rough 10 months. Do you have access to pen, pencil, and paper? Are you allowed to take notes for writing? And then we have, why don't you think about books to teach you something? It can be anything. Today was the day from grooming the puppies, but Lynn and John, so this must be the mom. Oh no, maybe it's the dad, wants to watch mom groom them. So this has to be the dad. I don't think you can take photos for obvious reasons. I'm starting a new project that involves other people and their help. You guys, did you just hear what he said? The dad says, I'm starting a new project that involves other people and their help. That narrows it down. We had a strategy meeting last week, and I've been assigned with writing a white paper. What is that? Does anybody know? Makes sense since I'm the one who suggested the idea. I guess like maybe the details. I'm working on that now. Besides that, I'm viewing several businesses, YouTube videos and videos about, oh, isn't that funny? And the dad can spell YouTube. So the dad's viewing several YouTube videos, but yet the mom says that only losers make videos. So that's quite interesting, right? So this is an example of projection. So they're projecting what they're doing. They say that they don't watch YouTube and that they only watch the news media, and that is not true. They definitely watch YouTube. They tell us right here about new OS updates and the various Apple devices. I upgraded to the beta for all of the devices. Oh, that's good. Your son's a beta. So I am catching up on new and improved stuff. You can now mirror your iPhone, isn't that old, to your desktop, for example. And like everyone else, Apple is deploying AI cleverly called Apple Intelligence, LOL. Apple will slowly release or expand AI. ChatGPT is better. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't expect anything major until next year's OS update. You guys, isn't that funny? So he speaks about his OS update, right? Stephan Stearns, he says that he accidentally factory reset his phone, and they were like, well, what were you doing? He's like, I was doing the OS update. And I'm like, who talks like that? His dad. That's who. So one of the most useful updates is math tools. Apple finally created a calculator for the iPad. One button allows you to open up math notes screen so you can handwrite out the math problems with the Apple Pencil, hit the equal key, and it writes out the answer. It then saves as a note. Okay, so he's just talking about this. Abby looks like a small bear. I think mom is attacking her tomorrow. Ew, why do they talk like this? That should yield a first grader when all that hair comes off. Ew, you guys. So then we have, hey, just got the tablet back. Got my special meal today. Oh, let's hear how it was. Double Angus burger. So it wasn't Wagyu, but it was Angus burger with tater tots, Sprite, and a cookie. It was very good. Thank you for that. Best meal I've had since I came here. That's for sure. It even came with ketchup packets. I haven't seen ketchup in over 5 months. Had a checkup with the doctor again today. Confirmed still losing weight down to 169. So they're taking me off the cardiac diet. It slowed the weight loss, but hasn't stopped it. They're going to supplement my food intake for the next 7 days and check up on me again. I guess that means they are, oh, I think it's supposed to say going to include an additional snack bag with my meals that usually consist of some type of sandwich, some cookies. And they're also going to give me some type of carnation shake as well. You guys, if I had an extra sandwich and cookies a day, I'd be 1,000 pounds. So I guess we'll see how that goes. I received a bunch of books. Oh, there you go. Andromeda Strain, Rising Sun, Micro, Ready Player 2, Breakthrough, Leap, Catalyst, and Ripple all arrived. I have already finished. Oh, I would be so mad. I would be like, cuz, can you slow down? Like he's already finished one. I've already finished rereading through Ready Player 2 since it's arrived on Tuesday, and I wanted to jump straight into it. I also got a notification that some type of hardcover book also came and was returned to sender. The handwriting was terrible, so I couldn't make out the title they had listed for it, and I don't know what it was. Maybe you can find out. Got to be careful about that. How are things on your end? Anything new? Write back. I'll check the tablet while I have it. So now we have somebody writing back. Hey, good to hear from you. You've been absent a while. Oh, he's been absent a while, which means that he's about to ask for commissary. Seems as though there's no consistency to the availability of the tablet. Glad you enjoyed the meal. What would you like next week? Oh, he's getting excited now. There's only one delivery a week. Pizza and burger or what? Everything is the same. Work, puppies, and living life. Wait, Dad says pizza and burger. I'm surprised Stephan wasn't like, yeah, I'll have both. Work, puppies, and living life. Curious, has that woman stopped trying to contact with you? She seems persistent. Here's Mom. And then Mom says, hi there. Glad to hear from you and happy to hear that the meal was good. For the price, I expected Wagyu beef. So she says it again. I guess Angus is better than grade. Josh said your Facebook page is still up and running. Give one of your attorneys the sign-in and password so we can take it down. Oh, you guys, is it still up? Somebody look. Okay. Can't tell us on the phone or here on the iPad. Everyone and their uncle, isn't it everyone and their mother? Everyone and their uncle apparently is just dying to devour every morsel of malicious lies that are being floated by the YouTube trolls. She's getting a little bit better. She knows that it's YouTube. She just has to put them together now. Looking for clickbait and monetary reward. You guys, I don't even know how to tell you that people that are doing this, most of them, not all of them, but most of them, and especially in like the very beginning, and you have to like work at this for a while before you get anywhere. So most people are doing this because they like doing it and they get a connection to their tribe, if you will, of subscribers. So everybody becomes like a unit. And so they're not doing it because like this monetary reward that she's speaking of, at least not most people. Sad people with no jobs. That's another thing. Like that's insulting. His dad has a job and his dad can watch YouTube videos. So why can't other people? Sitting in front of their computer, playing at being cops. Let me tell you something, bitch. What if somebody didn't have a job? Like you don't know why they don't have a job. What if somebody's taking care of kids or wants to be a stay-at-home mom like you were, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like she's very judgy here. I don't know. Sad people with no job sitting in front of their computer playing at being cops. Disgusting. It is hard not to reply to them. I wish she would. But that would just let them gloat. No, I wouldn't gloat, but I would definitely clap back. They're just ticks on society. Enough of that. Okay, well, with a tick, right? You can't kill them. She could try to cut me off, but I'm going to replenish myself. I always say, if you throw me to the wolves, be careful because I'll make friends with every wolf and I'll come back leading the pack every time, I promise. This gives me like gas, if you will, to be like, wah. Anyway, I don't want to be too much. So let me just get myself together. All right. So enough of that. The hardback book must have been an Amazon mistake. Again, how narcissistic is that? Not like, oh, my bad. You guys, it's okay to admit a mistake. I even do it with my kids, right? Like if I say something or do something, like the other day when we were on live, I don't know if anybody noticed, it was actually pretty funny. And my daughter and I, we laugh about it now. She even told my mom on me, everything. But the last time we were on live, there was like a huge storm that came out of nowhere. My husband and I looked out the window and it was like, bzzz, and like everything just went off. And it was like buckets of rain. I think you guys had when we opened the door, you could hear how much the wind was going. So my 17-year-old drove home. She was driving when this happened. She gets into the driveway, gets in the house, comes in and is like relieved that she made it home. And I shushed her because we were on the live. So like she called my mom and told her. We were cracking up about it afterwards. She's like, meanwhile, the apocalypse hit. My mom told me to shush because she was live. I was like, oh my God, mom of the year, my bad. But again, I said my bad. Like I was like, Ava, you're so right. Like that's terrible. I can't believe I did that. And again, we laugh about it now, but I definitely apologize for it. Like that wasn't my bad. Why did this have to be Amazon's mistake? I checked the orders and all were indicated as paperback. Reading beneath now and enjoying it. I think you will too. Reality and sci-fi in one book. He definitely is not interested. We still pray for you. We love you and support you regardless. We are not naive though, and you've done some horrible things, Stephan. Things I've never in a million years would think my child would be capable of. And that's a hard pill to swallow. I bet it is. I want to look in your eyes and ask you why in capital letters and actually get the truth. I'm sure that won't happen. Which one? That you're going to get to look him in the eye or that he's going to tell you the truth? Because I don't think either are happening either, to be honest. Again, no shielding others. Okay. You guys, this part gets me so mad. So what date is this? So this is 8/1. And so they have the interview in like 6 weeks from this point, okay, with Hidden True Crime. So in just 6 weeks, she's going to realize that Jen probably has nothing to do with it. But until then, this is what she says. Okay. She says, I am sure that won't happen. Again, no shielding others. Take care of yourself first and foremost. I will say it's pretty disgusting that all of this stuff is being dumped onto the YouTube wannabes. Again, she spells that wrong. How can they get decent jury pool for your trial? Oh, they will. My mom doesn't know about the case. Do you know what I mean? There's a ton of people that don't know about the case. They've got this thing viral all over the country and in the UK, maybe more. Why? It escapes me why people who have no skin in the game feel the need to make themselves a part of it, because we're being a voice for Maddie, who's not here to speak for herself. And let's be honest, if we just left it up to Jen, although I don't think Jen was part of this, I do think that he manipulated Jen and that he groomed her and Maddie. You need a certain, you have to find vulnerabilities in the parent before you get to the kid. So I feel like grooming Jen was step one, and to get to Maddie type thing. I believe one of the very first things, I might have told you this because it grosses me out so bad, is that he takes Maddie's phone one of the very first nights he meets her. I think it might have been the first night. I'll have to look that up. Don't quote me on that. But he takes the phone from her and tells her that she has to stick her tongue out and let him place his thing on it. And she has to lick it for a few seconds to get it back. And I'm like, oh my God, how horrifying, right? So this mom's talking about us disgusting YouTubers, and I don't get it. They just have no insight. I don't know. Anyway, they have to be some kind of sick, twisted people with no other joy in their life. Okay, bitch, I got kids, I got a husband, I got a ton of friends, I got my YouTube family, so I don't know what she's talking about. Okay. It is sad, really, but also aggravating. Now we're talking. Now we're getting to the truth. She's aggravated. I agree with that, because the truth is nowhere in any of those posts. So the fact that she has to write nowhere in all caps tells me that it's probably true. They can say anything and think that they are shielded. They are shielded because they are giving a disclaimer at the beginning. Oh, yeah, you guys, this is all my opinion. I think I said it, but just in case. Oh, yeah, I did with my opening. They can say anything that they are shielded because they give a disclaimer at the beginning. And these are all their thoughts and feelings about things. It is, along with their psycho. Oh, you guys are psycho devoted followers of the truth. What a joke. You guys, this is ridiculous. Well, enough. Again, more time goes by. The pups are at the fun stage. People are already coming to meet their babies before pickup. She should just stick with that because she does a good job at that, and she should stop going on YouTube. It is great meeting people you've been talking to for, in some instances, several years without meeting face to face. Can you guys imagine? They really are exceptional and adorable. Not a beta in the bunch. Bitch, your son's a beta. I didn't mean to call her a bitch. I say that lovingly. That wasn't for real. But your boy's a beta. How about that one? All alpha. Your son's the beta. But brave, friendly, engaging, smart, just everything you pray they will be, especially when placing service dog prospects, as you know. Although I know they aggravated you when they were sounding off. See, she even knew it, that the dogs were aggravating him when they were sounding off or when they were barking. With the rabbits in the front or someone at the door. But under it all, I know you love them all. I don't know about that, lady. I know you really love playing with the pups. No, he didn't. I do wish you were here for this. I think he played with the pups, you guys, to keep his parents at bay so that they wouldn't ask him about jobs and stuff like that. So it was his way of keeping on their good side. I don't know. Their playpen is set up in the lot, set up on the lanai. I couldn't get that one out for a minute, and goes almost to end. There are, oh my gosh, that just scared the shit out of me. Stop it, dogs. Hold on. And now Thor's looking out like a big guy. So let's see. All right, where did I leave off? Their playpen is set up on the lanai and goes almost end to end. There are fans above, level ground and safety from the aerial predators. Oh, she's talking about other animals. I'm like, wait, is she talking about her son here? I'm putting in the equipment tomorrow. Tunnel, splash pad, climbing platform, wobble board, the basketball pits, pit balls, all the fun stuff. I thought she already did that the last time. Maybe it's stuff that you take out and put back. I don't know. I guess I can print pictures and send them via mail, but check that, please. I think we're almost done, you guys. We're at 40 of 41, it says. Hey, good to hear from you both, too. I've been asking for the tablet for the past 5 days, which means that his parents put commissary, and now he's running out. I finally got it today. Yes, no consistency, but it is what it is. If you want to get me another meal, the pizza calzone combo sounded good, or the cheesesteak wing combo sounded good, or the buffalo chicken sandwich. Honestly, it all sounds pretty good, but those three are at the top of the list for me. The commissary account, here we go, could use some topping off too, if possible. I finally got a bag of the sour fruit balls candy, and they're not as good as I hoped for. The root beer and butterscotch candies are better, in my opinion, but I'm wondering if other out of stock items might finally be available too. I guess I'll find out soon, but I want to get more mackerel and hot peanuts, and of course coffee. I always order more when I can to make sure I don't run out at any time soon. But I will see. Oh, he's typing like I do when I like skip letters and stuff or add extra ones, so that I don't run out anytime soon. But I will see something sardines and hot tomato sauce. Oh, I will see the sardines and hot tomato sauce will arrive as well. See, I don't do that. I don't do sardines and tomato sauce. No. And it's gravy here, the red stuff. And it's not hot like that. It's hot, but like not as spicy as this right here. Anyway, I digress. So I've been curious to try them and maybe get some Hawaiian punch. Now that I drink, I'm from Philly, so we definitely drink fruit punch, especially Hawaiian punch. Tropical punch is the best, so don't let anybody fool you. Drink mix while I'm at it too. So I will try to use the commissary kiosk this weekend. All things go back to the kiosk. They all lead right back to the kiosk all the time, doesn't it? All the time. If you toss some funds in there for me, of course. I wish I was there for the pups as well. No, you don't. Yes, they are aggravating for a long time with the barking, but honestly, something finally clicked back in 2022 for me, and I stopped being so easily aggravated and suddenly gained an immense reservoir of patience. This is such a lie. That is such a lie. He literally is in the police interview saying that the dogs are so annoying and all they do is bark. So that's a lie. He doesn't have a reservoir of patience. He has a reservoir of lazy, maybe. Traffic stopped bothering me. Everything just stopped bothering me finally. And conversely, Jen became the angry and irritable one who raged at traffic and snapped at everyone all the time. So, and you guys, so that's funny, not funny, ironic that he says that, because that's not uncommon in couple settings where one is like doing the most and the other one isn't, and then they switch. But over here, I'm like, you never got a reservoir of patience, right? And this is just ridiculous. He's just blaming now. So when I moved back in with you most recently, none of that stuff seemed to really bother me anymore, which he's lying, you guys. We hear it on the audio. I wish his mom had the balls to be like, Stephan, I heard you call us old and say we were doing end of life things and that the dogs do nothing but yap and bark and they get on your nerves. Like, I wish somebody would call him out. I hope they do in emails that we'll get in the next batch, because I don't see it here. Okay, so I don't know. A switch got flipped. And I was happier again. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm reading through the what is that? Andromeda's stream now. But when I finish that, I will jump into breakthrough and catch up with mom. Yes, that woman stopped trying to connect. I accepted after like the 5th attempt she made just to see if she would message me with whatever her purpose was. But she sent a message, COD, which meant I would have to pay on my end to see it. So I said, screw it, and declined to pay for it, deleted it, and then disconnected from her. If she wasn't willing to even pay for her own message, I wasn't going to be willing to read it. There's no way I was going to use my credits from that my family paid for to let some stranger message me for some unknown purpose. You know what I mean, you guys? That would definitely cut into his root beer barrel fund. So he's definitely not doing that. She hasn't tried to reconnect again. Some other people have tried to connect though, but I've so far declined them since I assume it will be more of the same. Pretty much all the female names that are trying to connect, strangely, it is strange. I can't imagine what these people would want to say to me. I can. I would want to care to read anyway. So whatever. I have felt like I'm spiraling a bit this week. I can't begin to describe how badly I want to leave this place. I'm sick of it. I'm missing so much of the world right now and what's going on out there. I miss my family. I miss my freedom. I miss everything. I'm getting quite anxious, and the negative energy in this place has started to affect me. I hope to hear back from you soon. I love you both very much. I will try to get the tablet back when I can. Right back ASAP. Oh, I think we're almost done. Hold on. There was a soft drink shown with the meal as part of it. Did you get it? Dad will transfer some funds to your commissary soon. I hate that your life has turned out this way. Remember that old saying, a single event on a single day of a single week will affect the rest of your life? You guys, this wasn't a single day and a single event in a single week. This was years of ongoing trauma. His mom is so deaf, like tone deaf is what I meant. Okay, remember that old saying? Yes. So that is what it is. No, it's not. The first bad decision leading to that first event. So she's saying his very first bad decision. Doesn't wipe out the good you've done for people. No, it doesn't. Doesn't change the person that you are capable of being. But honestly, this is long enough road that you are traveling on. We will be here to support you in any way we can, but you still have to walk the road. And I hope God is willing to walk with you. Don't blow smoke and tell me that you're praying or that you asked for forgiveness if you haven't. It's between you and God, and I truly want him in your corner. Placing the calzone meal order for next Thursday. I hope it is as good as you're expecting. And I'm really sorry the sour candies didn't reach expectations. Do they have Starlight mints or cinnamon candies? You and your sweet tooth. Brush those pearly whites, I hope. Not a great dental plan where you are. I'm glad that you're going to supplement your nutrition. You are dangerously thin for your height and built. Keep working on your physical and mental health. Enjoy the books. A new Crichton book will roll out in November. I've pre-ordered it for you. About Egypt and the tomb. Sounds good. Dad just transferred the money into the commissary account. More to come later in the week. Again, love much. Hugs from afar, and know we are still your family, Mom. And I think that's it. And then down here we have, these are the books that he got. So there we go. The Earth, that one, the Ripley, whatever. Let me pull it down a little bit, or zoom out a little bit so you guys could see. So these are all the books that he got. And that's the Amazon package. I guess they have to like package everything. I think it's crazy. Oh my God, oh wait, we have his address, you guys. We should write him. Actually, I don't want to write him. I have nothing to say to Stephan Stearns. Not that I would have anything to say to any of them other than wanting to get into their thought process, but I'm just not there with him. So these are all the books. We're almost done with the books. I'm just showing you. And then if anybody wants to like stop it and look at it after, you can. I just wanted to make sure that I showed you guys all of this. So look at all these books, you guys. He even has Sudoku. She sends him everything. Origami, The Hobbit, another origami for beginners, and then that's it. Okay, we're finally done. All right, where are we? All fantasy. That's a good point. I bet Maddie would like to breathe again. I guarantee. Yeah, right? Seriously. Let me see if I missed anything up here. I don't know how far to go up. Let me see. We'll go up a little bit further. Okay. I don't know if I missed anything, but I will go back when we hang up in a minute and look, because I have to start getting ready for my nephew's graduation party. Others' actions and behavior determine how much psycho I bring to the table. Sounding Hawaiian, squirrel. Bitch, your son's a beta. Oh yeah, did I say that? She. Am I wrong? Is he not? Let me come up here. Did I say bitch, your son's a beta? Did I really say that? You guys, sometimes I just say things I didn't know. What's the longest Stephan actually worked any job? So Susie Q, I'm glad that you asked that. So at one point he works for Disney when he's living with Jen because Jen's dad makes him pay rent, right? So he has to get a job. So he works at Disney for a while, but then he doesn't anymore. So his dad tells him that $30,000 isn't going to get him anywhere in life and that he needs to come home and find a job where they are there. And I think that that was a bad move. I think that Disney gave him a sense of being, he was able to make the bills as far as paying for his rent. Although what I come to find out later is that his dad still paid his rent. So that could also be why the dad wanted him to come home because he didn't want to pay his rent anymore. He's a grown ass man. All right, let's see what else we got here before I hang up. My dog is listening to the call of his people sounded off by Thor. Oh my gosh, my dog literally barks once a stream every time. How the blue balls, that's actually funny. I think the first 50 of us need OG crew shirts. Yeah, for sure. I will never forget my OGs. Like I said before, I probably have one of the best memories of anybody I know. So I will never forget the first people that have joined me, even more than 50. I mean, I won't forget it, you guys. Check out my alternate channel. What channel do I have? Oh, that kid one that I did one video on. That was funny. Well, this escalated quickly. Wait, I read that was an alternate personality channel. Wait, what are we talking about? What did I miss? Someone's going to have to tell me, Virginia. Alternate. Oh, I know what he's talking about. Mark, I almost forgot. He's talking about South Philly Mayor, you guys. I think that's what he's talking about. Wait, hold on real quick, and then I'll show you one short, and then I'll leave. But we'll leave it on that because this is my alter ego, you guys. So this is Mark. I totally almost forgot about South Philly Mayor. That was actually pretty funny that you just said that. So hold on, let me get rid of this. Stop sharing that. I'll present this, and we'll just do one. That's how we'll leave. We'll leave you all with the little South Philly Mayor. But you guys, this is like a channel. It's my South Philly Mayor channel. Wait, hold on. View my channel. Let me just make sure you guys could see it. I have to add it to the stage. Okay, this is my South Philly Mayor channel. Oh my God, Mark, I actually forgot about this. This is pretty funny. So you guys go over and subscribe to South Philly Mayor. So I have one that's like my true crime, and the other one is just me being me, okay? Thank you for reading the emails. Thank you. Oh my God. All right, Mark, ready for this one? Which one should we show them? Let's show them. What's the problem? Mad at me because I took Kelly's jacket. Don't be dating Kelly from New Jersey and you won't have to worry about it. Why don't you tell Kelly, look, you want to date my brother? You get the whole family. I said to my daughters, I said, what's the problem? I left her my shirt. I could see if I didn't leave my shirt. Okay, I'm just borrowing it. I'll bring it back. Freak out. Mark, what the heck? I don't even know how to respond to that. Me because and she said, "Oh my God, Mark, you can't take the girl anything wrong with her." Oh my God, Mark, thank you, thank you, thank you. No, again. Wait, let's see. Let's do one more. Finally. Oh look, you guys, somebody yelled at me for having a cigarette. I literally am making a parody. Down in 5 minutes. Get the frig out. I had to come back on, you guys. I found her Ozempic. I knew it. I'm just joking here, you guys. There's no way this little thing, Ozempic, friggin' cheat. Go to the gym. Stop eating. How about that one? Just put the damn food down. Put your fork down. There's no need for Ozempic. My brother, he don't give a shit. Her still up. No fupa. She ain't got one of them. No Ozempic that takes that shit away once you got kids. She better enjoy her body while she can. Okay, so that one I'm obviously kidding. I obviously know that people need Ozempic. I was just joking. I'm actually doing a parody of like my South Philly family, and they say dumb stuff like that. Like, you know, the skinny thing's taking Ozempic, and it's like, she needs it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. But anyway, so this is South Philly Mayor, if anybody's ever interested. I wanted to leave you on one of those. Mark, I don't even know how to say thank you. Same thing with Sarah and everybody. You guys are so amazing to me. I don't even know how to respond. They crack you up, Mark. That's funny. I have to actually put a new one up. I did a new one in Wildwood, and I talk about putting on sunscreen and then pull out my Hawaiian Tropic. You guys know I'm talking about, the one that like the Italians lather all over us. Snort. I love you, Sarah. You're funny. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. I don't even know how to act. I'm bewildered. I don't even know how to act. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys. And I will be back soon. I promise you. Okay. So I'm trying to think of what I have next. Yes, Sarah, you killed it with all the super chats. Absolutely. Sarah, you've been supporting me a lot, so I appreciate you. The next thing I'm doing, I think, is Monday at 1:30 in the afternoon. It'll be about 1:30, 2 o'clock, but probably around 1:30. I don't know if you guys ever saw on my channel, I have something with Pastor Melody. It was She Rises. That was one of the first things I did a few years ago. Well, she's coming back on. She's getting her doctorate degree right now, and she's going to come on, and we're going to talk about true crime, but we're going to talk about it in the sense of science versus religion. She's a pastor. I'm a scientist. So, and again, just so you guys know, it doesn't mean that, just because I'm a scientist doesn't mean that I don't have any beliefs. But we are going to go back and forth to see where you make disturbing noises. Sarah, please send me this video because I have no idea what you're talking about. Every time I read that comment, I hysterically laugh, but I have no idea what you're talking about. You're going to have to send it to me. Thank you all for supporting the channel. Yes, you guys, thank you for supporting the channel. Please hit share, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on Monday, hopefully. Have a great weekend, you guys. Have a great night. Thank you guys again. I appreciate you so much. Please like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this so that I can continue to bring you content. Thank you so much.